All right, guys, I've been on GLP-1s for a year. I'm ready to talk about it. Let's get into it. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How y'all doing? So I'll jump right in and say that my starting weight was at 250. And just for context, I am 5'2". So 250 pounds on a 5'2" person is a lot of weight. And I'll insert some pictures here just so you can see what I was dealing with. The reasons that I decided to get on ZepBound is because one, I had a health scare in, when was it, May of 2024, where I was in the hospital for just overnight because I was experiencing what I didn't know what was going on, but I was experiencing vertigo. This 40-year-old body just does weird things, right? Currently today, my right leg is hurting, my hip is hurting just for no reason. I just have a dull burning pain on my upper right thigh over the past few days that's just not going away. So I'm just over it. Just getting old is just something, okay? It really is. So while I was in the hospital, I was actually down in South Carolina in my hometown. And at that point, I think it was a year out from us burying my grandmother. And my mom did, like, I saw her go through so much with just trying to get through that. My grandmother had dementia, so she had been on decline for like years. But over that year before she died, my mom just went through a lot. And I just saw her in the hospital again with her daughter, and I'm like, I don't want to put this on my mom. Like, my mom, I'm not anyone's first choice outside of my mom. Like, I don't have any kids, I don't have a husband. I know I have a great friend support group, but I'm still not their first choice because they have, like, husbands and kids and other things going on, and I don't have any of that. So if something happens to me where I can't take care of myself, it's basically just going to follow my mom. And I don't that just really scared me. I'm like, I don't want that for her at all. So I was like, something has to change. And then it's like, I'm over 40 now. I see my body starting to fall apart. And I knew if nothing didn't change, then it wasn't going to look good for me 10 years from now or 15 years from now. And I just something had to change. So I gave myself 6 months to see if I could do it alone. I was like, I really did not want to get on any type of medication because I was just against it, just because I don't like taking medications like that. I was just so against it. But 6 months passed. I don't think nothing really changed, right? I was going to the gym maybe 3 to 4 days a week. I didn't realize how big my portions was in terms of what I was eating. Like, I wasn't eating a lot compared to other people, but still now today compared to what I eat now versus then, those portions were larger, and it was just not good. And also, I just was not feeling like myself. I was like, I want to get back to being fine as hell, right? And I just saw the effects of how people treated me and looked at me with the extra weight, and nobody was really saying anything. Like, I couldn't really see how much weight I had gained, and it's not until now where I've lost this weight where my friends are like, "Oh, girl, you're looking good. Your face is slimmer." But I was like, nobody told me back then how big I was. Like, you don't really want to just tell your friends that, right? You just, because that's mean. I really was like, y'all should have said something, but I know, because if I see, it would be hard for me to tell one of my friends that you're gaining too much weight. Just That's just a hard thing. But I met with my doctor in March of 2025, and she suggested WeGovy. So I was like, okay, let's try it. So I started WeGovy in March of 2025. Again, my starting weight was 250 pounds. The immediate side effects, I think I if I can remember correctly, I started on the low dose and I didn't have any side effects for that. But it wasn't until I titrated up to the next level that I started to have, and I'll put the level on the screen because I can't remember the dosage for Wegovy at this current moment, but the nausea, the key thing for me was heartburn, because I was literally waking up out of my sleep like a jump because I could feel the fire starting to trying to come up out of my body. And I was like, this isn't sustainable long term. I cannot do this. If this is what it requires for me to lose weight, this isn't going to work. I want to make something that is going to be sustainable over and realistic for me, keyword me, over the long term. So yeah, I was on Wegovy from March 2025 till like August or July because I stopped right before I went to Europe on vacation because I didn't want to be sick while I was on vacation. So I stopped. When I came back from vacation, I met with my doctor again in August, and she was like, okay, you don't like Wegovy. What do you think about ZepBound? Many people like ZepBound over Wegovy. It's not as harsh. Do you want to try it? And I was like, okay, because I started to just give up. I was really feeling defeated. So I was like, okay, let's try the ZepBound. So of course, all of these things, both the Wegovy and ZepBound, you had to go through insurance to get approved for these things, which is just so annoying. But luckily, everything was approved very quickly with my insurance. I didn't have to do any additional things. My doctor did all of the legwork, and she was able to get me quickly approved. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I believe I lost maybe 10 to 15 pounds on Wegovy. And then I started ZepBound in August of 2025. On ZepBound is when I finally started to see myself, the changes that were happening with my body. I was able to get a membership to a gym that I really wanted to get a membership to, but it was so expensive. But my job introduced a program that where I could pay for it, and it was a lower cost via using my FSA program, and my job would like supplement the additional cost, right? So I was able to go to my gym, and it's a very nice gym. I love it. So now currently I go to the gym 5 to 6 days a week. So on certain weeks I'll go 5 days, and then every other week I'll do 5 days and then do a class on that Saturday morning. So yeah, exercise 5 to 6 days a week. I'm going to be inserting pictures along just as you can see my progress over the past few months. But currently, I am at 220. So from last year, starting weight at 250 to 220, I have lost 30 pounds. My goal weight is to be under 200, ideally 185. I don't want to get so far down where it's something that I can't maintain, where the weight all comes back. My journey has been very, very slow. I know a lot of people, they lose the weight so fast, and I didn't want to do that because, again, my goal was to find something that I could sustain over a long period of time. And so that just meant that my journey was a little bit slower than anybody else. And in terms of food, I basically continue to eat the same things, but incorporating more protein. So now I'll do like a protein shake every day. With my meals, I'll make sure that still have more protein than carbs. I still eat rice. Because that's my issue. My issue is not sweets. My issue is carbs. So I'm from the low country of South Carolina. So my ancestors, I have the rice running through my blood. So rice, bread, all of that I still eat. I just eat a smaller portion of it. I don't, it's not a lot. So that's really the only thing that changed in terms of my food. So again, that was the food, exercising still 5 to 6 days a week. I do strength training 3 days a week, cardio 2 days a week. I'm on the Stairmaster 5 days a week for 12 minutes. I've been building up slowly because the Stairmaster is a beast, okay? It is a beast. So currently I'm up to 12 minutes. So let's say I do 45 minutes. Let's say Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I do 45 minutes of strength training. I'll end that session with 12 minutes. And then on Tuesday and Thursday, if I'm on a treadmill for 30 minutes, I'll end that with 12 minutes on the stair with 12 minutes on the Stairmaster. In terms of side effects with the ZepBound, it has gotten better. So I take my injections on Tuesday nights. It used to be Monday, but I pushed it back for, I can't remember why. But so I take my injections on Tuesday night. I don't take it during the day because sometimes you'll have like fatigue or headache if you don't drink enough water. You must drink enough water and get your protein in. And so that Wednesday I may be a little bit fatigued, maybe a little bit nauseous. The heartburn, I take Zantac every day now. And I spoke to my doctor about it. She said it was okay for long-term use. Just because even without the medications, I think that heartburn was going to be kicking my ass. Okay. So, but over time, the symptoms have really lessened. I still feel it a little bit, but it's not as much as when I first started. So that's a good thing. I'm currently on 7.5. I have to go to the doctor in the next 2 weeks, and I'm hoping, I think I want to go up to the next dosage, which I believe is 10.5 or 10 milligrams. I can't remember. But I think I'm ready to progress because I feel like I'm stalling a little bit. I only weigh myself when I have a doctor's appointment. So I'm not that girl that's going to be obsessing over my weight every day because I feel like that's insane. So yeah, so I only weigh myself when I have a doctor's appointment, and that's usually I used to be every month or every other month or every 3 months. Since the last time I saw my doctor, it was like maybe almost 2 months ago. So yes, for me to be on the 7.5, we had a check-in scheduled for 2 months after I started that. So yeah, we'll be progressing higher. I don't want the heartburn is the only thing I'm concerned about, but it has gotten better. My goal is to get on a maintenance dose. I feel like this is going to have to be a lifetime thing with me. I don't know if y'all heard Oprah talking about her experience because she's on a GLP-1, and she said she tried to do it, get off of it, and tried to do it herself, and she ended up just gaining weight back. And she was walking, she was doing all the things. And I'm telling y'all, the old is something serious. Like your body is doing things and acting in ways that you never would think your body would do. But lo and behold and lo, that body is going, you're going to be surprised. So the things that I would do in my 20s to lose weight and be able to see results, I'm not seeing that at 42 years old right now. It's like everything's a struggle. I can sleep wrong and my back will hurt. So my long-term goal is I want to get to a maintenance dosage where maybe I'm on the lowest dose and maybe I take it every 10 days instead of every 7 days. So yeah, that's my long-term goal. If you have any questions about this, please let me know. Put them in the comments below, and I'll make a second video if I get enough responses. But I just wanted to put that out there because I've been watching everybody else's videos for the longest with them explaining their experience and telling their story about being on GLP-1s, whether that be with WeGovy or ZepBound. It is becoming less stigmatized, I will say. A lot of people are on it, whether they're talking about it or not. A lot of people are on it. So if you are considering it, first, of course, do your own research, speak with your doctor about it, but do what you need to do to be healthy because, like I say, the old is something serious. All right, I think that's everything for this video. Again, if you have any questions or comments, put them in the comment section below, and I'll chat with you guys in the next one. Peace.